Social Security just published its playbook for the next 5 years. Almost nobody is going to read it. So I read all 18 pages plus the research that is buried behind it. There are 3 things that are coming straight at you. How they are going to be dealing with you from now on. The software that is about to decide disability cases, and an experiment that checks your bank account down to the dollar, even if you've never done anything wrong. If you are getting Social Security retirement benefits, disability, or SSI, or you are waiting on a decision, this affects you. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'm going to give you 3 specific moves that keeps your check safe under the new bank check rules. Simple moves. You can do all 3 this week. So let's jump right in. I am Wami. I am an AM professor of finance at Johns Hopkins University. I am the author of the upcoming book, The Social Security Playbook. I wrote this book to make Social Security decisions easy. It is coming out this Wednesday, yes, August the 19th, and I'll tell you more about it at the end of this video. I am very excited. This is my life's work, and this is your reference guide, whether you're on benefits or you are about to make the decision to claim Social Security. So stay with me. So let's jump right in. So what is this new 5-year plan? Well, it is called the Agency Strategic Plan. It goes from fiscal years 2026 through 2030. You can search it online, and it's on the Social Security Administration's website. I'll link it below. Now, let me save you a disappointment. This strategic plan is not about fixing Social Security's trust fund problem. This strategic plan is not about how they are going to increase your benefits. What it does is something that I know you have been concerned about and have been waiting and looking forward to. This strategy plan is about how the Social Security Administration is going to run itself. How they are going to deal with your calls or your issues, how they're going to deal with applications, and most importantly, how they're going to deal with your payments. And here's why documents like this matter. A strategic plan tells you where the money and attention are about to go when it comes to the Social Security Administration. So if you read it right, you can see what's coming before it arrives. So as I mentioned, there are 3 changes that the Social Security Administration is about to make in the next 5 years that is going to affect you and your check, and especially the bank check that I'm talking about, where they can look into your bank account even if you've not done anything wrong. So let's get into all 3 of them. Number 1 is digital first. And here's their goal, and I want to quote them word for word. The Social Security Administration is saying, and I quote, "We aim to make our online services so safe, so easy, and convenient that customers prefer to conduct all their business with us online." That is what they are targeting. They want to conduct all their business online. If you have a problem with the Social Security Administration, if you're applying for benefit, if you need something changed, if something is not right with your check, if you felt cheated out of your money, whatever it is that you're dealing with, they want you to go online and probably deal with a robot. But let's get more into it. So they've set a target that they want 110 million My Social Security accounts created by 2027. What does that mean? That is the direction of how they are going to make sure that everybody is able to access their benefits online. Now, I know many of you don't want that. You want a human being. So let me show you the sentence in the plan that nobody is highlighting. It is also word for word. So let me quote them. It says, "A customer who visits a field office, even without an appointment, should receive prompt, friendly service and be able to complete their business before leaving." That is the Social Security Administration saying that if you walk in, even without an appointment, it is their goal or their vision or their purpose to get to a point where they can serve you and answer your questions and get everything resolved for you. So in-person help is not going away. That is their promise and are ready to you in writing. Now, here's your first move. The Social Security Administration is clearly moving towards online service. They want to do a 100% of their business online. So I want to advise you to open a My Social Security account anyway, not because you are going to use it, but it's actually going to save your check and your account. Because an account with your name on it, locked down, is one nobody else can open for you. Scammers are opening these accounts and routing people's social security check into other bank accounts. But if you open a My Social Security account yourself, then you can get ahead of that. 10 minutes at ssa.gov, and you are going to protect your social security account, even if you prefer going in there in person, even if you prefer phone calls. Now, while we're talking about audits, this whole plan is Social Security auditing itself. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you audited your own Social Security benefits? Now, you're probably thinking, why would I want to do that? Well, your Social Security check may actually be wrong. You may not be getting everything that you've earned, everything that you deserve. And the Social Security Administration, it is not their job to make sure that you are receiving everything that you deserve. That may be hard to hear, but it's true. It is their job to process your application with the information that they have. And so if you want to make sure that everything that you have earned and paid into the system is reflected in your check, then I have opened a 14-day benefits checkup. One simple check a day, and 83% of people who finish this checkup find money they are owed. And there are free 7-day trial. So I want you to go to my school community at schoolskull.com/bins-insider. And I'll put that information in the comments and in the description below. That audit alone could help you potentially recover hundreds of dollars you may owe. And in today's economy, with everything going on, that is not money you want to leave on the table. So check the comments and in the description and join my 14-day benefits audit to make sure that you're getting everything you deserve. Now, the second change that the Social Security Administration is making is that the plan says that a lot of their problems come from, in their own words, outdated processes and aging legacy systems. And that is true. And so their fix is automation. And that is exactly what they are saying. And I'm going to quote them word for word. They are collecting and analyzing medical evidence to aid disability decisions. They are serving phone customers through automation, and they're generating draft hearing depots dispositions. Now, this is something that is going to affect a lot of people. And let me explain it in plain English. Software is going to read medical records and write the first draft of hearing decisions for disability benefit applications. And two honest things I want to tell you here. If you've waited years for a disability hearing, faster means good news. But if a first draft written by AI or a robot or a software is something that leads you to get your benefits declined or rejected, then that doesn't help you, right? And so what should you do? Well, keep your records, every copy, every form, every date you interact with the Social Security Administration online. Make sure you document it, because if a decision comes back fast and is wrong, you can appeal, and you have 60 days. And the 60 days, the people that actually win those appeals are the people who are prepared. And so you would rather get ready now so that if something happens, unfortunately, you get denied by the machine, you are ready to file your appeal because you have all your documents ready to go. Now, the part about the bank account that I'm talking about, Social Security now is giving itself more leeway to be able to look into your bank account, even if you've not done anything wrong. If you are on Social Security Supplemental Security Income, the resource limit is $2,000. That hasn't changed. Let me say that clearly. And when you apply or get reviewed, you give Social Security permission to verify your bank account electronically. That system is called AFI. And here's what's new. For years, there was a built-in cushion. So when they check your account and they found a balance that is about $400 within the range, it doesn't raise a red flag. Now they're eliminating that cushion. So it means that if you're on Social Security Supplemental Security Income, you have to make sure that your resources that you have in your bank account is less than $2,000. If they go in there and they're not going to tell you, and they find that you have more than $2,000, that is going to cause you problems. And if they feel that they have overpaid you in Social Security, supplemental security income benefits, they are going to initiate increased debt recovery. What that means is that they are going to tell you that they have overpaid you, and they're going to take part of your Social Security check in order to pay the money that they've overpaid you back. So here is the catch, and here's why you should not panic. Catching these things early is actually better for you. And so what you want to do is that every single month before the month is over, make sure that you're checking your bank account and that it is not over the limit, because there is zero wiggle room for you than before. So move number one, know your number first. SSI counts your resources as of the first moment of each month. So make it a habit that by the end of the month, you check your balance. If you are near $2,000, that's the way to go. If you're not, then make the appropriate moves, because that is going to get you into trouble. And then report changes. Any change that happens to your income, a gift, a new account, a living situation change, report it by the 10th of the next month. Reporting late is how honest people end up with overpayment debt. And if you ever do an overpayment notice, or you ever get an overpayment notice, know that it is not the end of the world in terms of, you are not locked into paying that money. You can ask for a waiver. You can even challenge it if you feel like it was unfair or is incorrect. So that is a whole different video I'm going to do. But right now, know that the Social Security Administration is going to be looking into your bank account if you're on SSI. And if they see that you have more resources than you're supposed to have, they are going to pursue you in overpayments, and you want to be ready. Now, I will put a link below about all of this, but there is another move that you can make that almost nobody on SSI is being told. If your disability began before age 46, you may qualify for an ABLE account. Money in an ABLE account does not count against the $2,000 limit. The first $100,000 is invincible to SSI. That is the legal answer to, I can't ever save a dime when I'm on SSI. Well, I want you to go to the website ablec.org, ABLENRC.org. I'll put the link also below. And then here is one thing I found that is not talked about, but it's in the research. Ticket to Work program. The program that helps people go back to work without instantly losing their disability benefit is under full evaluation right now. Every single service provider is being surveyed this year, and the findings will land next year. Changes are coming to that program one way or the other. And I'll read the report when it lands, and I'll let you know. So if you want to be the first to know when these changes are happening, I want you to subscribe to my account and also hit the notification button so that whenever I release a brand new video, especially the breaking news videos that affect your benefits and your check, you will be the first to know. So let me summarize everything I've talked about. As far as I'm concerned, here are the 5 things you need to know. Number 1, they want you online. They promise in writing to keep the office door open so that you can walk in and get things resolved. Software is going to be moving and making decisions, especially with disability benefits. And the bank account cushion that helps disability recipients avoid headaches with the disability benefits in terms of overpayment decisions now is going to zero. So you have to be ready to monitor your account to make sure that you don't violate these rules. Now, none of this is a reason to panic. All of it is a reason to run your affairs diligently, documented, accurate, and checked on schedule. You do all 3 and it will cost you nothing. Now, I want you back to my book. My Social Security Playbook is coming out on Wednesday, August the 19th. If you're about to claim benefits or you're on benefits right now, this is the guide you want with you. The 7 big decisions and 75 essential answers to get every dollar you deserve and keep it. I wrote this book because books out there on Social Security focus on the rules and the regulations, and they ignore the decisions that actually matter to you. The big decisions that affect how much you get and how you keep it. This is the culmination of over 15 years of work in this space. And I want every one of you to grab a copy this Wednesday because this is going to be your reference guide. If you're on benefits or you're about to claim benefits, every big decision you're about to face is clearly explained in this book and the moves you need to make in order to grab it. So I'm excited for you guys to get your hands on this copy. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know I've been working on this painstakingly to get this in your hands. So I'm excited. So if you know someone that is on SSI, a neighbor, a family member, send them this video, because the bank account change is one nobody's going to warn them about, and it might cost them their benefit. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so that every time I release a video, you'll be the first to know. Thank you for watching.